Mrs. Gray, explain to me how you managed to get here, under these circumstances.
Would you mind if I tell you the complete story? Well, it wouldn't make sense as one isolated event. It's complicated that way.
Go ahead.
I hired her on a Tuesday, and she started that Thursday.
Coming! Hello, you must be Naomi. My name's Addison Gray. Please come in. Have a seat, make yourself comfortable. It's nice to finally meet you. I knew when I saw your profile online you'd be perfect for the job. So I know my post kind of explained to you what you were going to be doing around here, but I thought I'd use this time to go over any details that you weren't clear on and show you around the place. So I'm a writer and I'm working on my new novel, so I don't have as much time to cook and clean, so that's where I'm going to be looking to you. So I'm expecting you'll be here around 5 hours. You know, cleaning, regular household chores, but you'll finish your day by cooking a meal for my husband and I. Oh, speaking of my husband, here he is.
Hey, babe.
Derek, this is Naomi, the new housekeeper I just hired.
I didn't know you were hiring a housekeeper.
I just told you.
It's nice to meet you. I like hugs. They're more personal.
How was work today?
It was great. We had a great group of men and women in the studio today.
Derek is a photographer.
Thank you. Yeah, I work for Art Nouveau Studios downtown. We're currently doing a series exploring the intersection of physical attraction and human sexuality. We found a group of people willing to bear it all for our cameras. Maybe you could participate sometime.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that.
Really? You look like you'd be a perfect fit for it, actually. You'd be surprised how much fun it could be. You'd be a natural. With that hair and that body?
Derek, she said she doesn't want to do it.
He started flirting with her on the first day. It was undeniable. He was attracted to her, and he hated me. I had lost something over the long 5 years of our marriage. I was unable to give him all that he wanted. Children, attention. I lost my light and fell into a dark well of depression. He was bright, fun, adventurous. I had become cold and uninteresting, and he was tired of sleeping with an iceberg. It only became worse that weekend when Derek decided to work from home. He had to pick his favorite pictures from the week to be displayed in a special art exhibit.
Naomi, what do you think of these?
They're nice, I guess.
You really like them? My favorite's the one with the woman and the man.
Derek, I'm working. I can't focus if you talk.
I could see the way he looked at her and lusted after her. The curve of her hips and the sway in her walk, it entranced him. He was enticed by the mystery in her smile. All I could do was watch as he slowly let himself be tempted by her. She was completely antipodal to me, everything I was not, and that excited him. He was like a kid in a candy store, and my flavor was no longer exciting to him.
Naomi, why don't you join us for dinner tonight? Are you okay tonight, babe?
Just tired.
I became particularly apathetic when I was off my medication. It was during these times that I feel I allowed the relationship to really grow. I was helpless, and I couldn't muster up the energy to fight for him. It was already over. His curiosity had lured him into unfamiliar territory, and he was ready to explore. I was merely a bystander to this whole phenomenon. I watched in an apathetic trance as my husband ventured further and further away from me. Soon, Derek was working from home a lot more often, and without my medication for assistance, I struggled to piece together coherent thoughts without daydreaming. It wasn't long before she started playing along with his little game. He'd smile and she'd smile back. He'd tell a joke and she'd laugh. These minor flirtations built into a full-blown sensual intercourse as they communicated telepathically about their lusts and desires right before my very eyes. Soon my mind would wander into daydreams of what their secret relationship must be like. I was trapped in my own mind as I created sexual scenarios between my husband and Naomi. Each time they became more and more detailed, and more painful. It was hard to bear the feeling of helplessness and sadness when such love existed in front of me.
What you described sounds more like Derek lusted after her.
Oh no, he loved her. He loved her to the fiber of her being. He loved her like he had never loved me. Like he couldn't get enough of being around her. Like his cup would never stop overflowing with his love for her. You'd only have to see them exchange a look, or laugh together, to know that they were soulmates, if such a thing even exists. The mutuality of their deep feelings for each other was undeniable. It was as if they were meant to live together in harmony, like the keys of a piano.
Soon I started to see a change in their interactions. It was less that they juxtaposed each other, but that they were complementary and interrelated somehow.
How was work today, sweetheart?
It was fine. Nothing new.
That tie's new.
Yeah, I got it last weekend.
I thought they had a policy at the studio about wearing all white.
I figured I'd mix it up a little bit, try something new.
I detected a change that was like a force of nature between the two of them. A little bit of their spirits had been transferred between the two of them, creating a fusion of their personalities. It was unbearable, more torturous than the silent flirting or the erotic daydreams. There was an inevitability that hung in the balance. A silent force was moving between the two of them that made their feelings for each other unstoppable.
But I dared myself to try to stop it anyway. I thought myself strong enough, bold enough to break that bond,